Yeah, g'day team, Scotty Hillier here for Stingray Eyewear, just rocking my barbs if you don't mind. I get asked a lot of questions when I'm away emceeing and filming, so I thought I'd answer a couple for the Stingray family out there. I guess for me, I lived up in North Queensland for many, many years, up in the Hinchinbrook region, so that's got a special place in my heart. My two boys and I did a lot of fishing up there. And the beauty about that spot and why I think it is one of the best spots is because of the diversity. We could have been catching barramundi, mangrove jack in the morning, and then that afternoon you pop in the boat and you can zip out to a couple of shoals, catch yourself nanny guy, red emperor, coral trout. For me, I guess sort of that North Queensland, Ingham region where I did spend over 10 years, growing up with my young family. Without a doubt, whether you're fishing rivers and creeks, whether you're fishing offshore, whether you're fishing the beaches here, fresh bait is always best. For example, rivers and creeks, if you can pump your own yabbies, perfect. Here on the open beaches along the east coast of Queensland or anywhere, western coast, if you can pull worms like they catch them here, go down and catch your own worms. If you can't, go and buy fresh worms. So fresh bait is always best. And if you're going offshore, go to the seafood shops where you buy your seafood to eat. You know it's fresh because the fish are going to know it's fresh. When it comes to lures and soft plastics, I mean, they've revolutionised that. Some of the plackies and lures look just lifelike. I like the Z-Man plastics and the hard-body lures. Nomad make a really good range of trolling lures or casting into the shallows if you want to do that style of fishing. When you're talking about a good fishing setup, especially if you're just starting fishing, you can't beat a little spin reel or egg beater, they call them. Depending on your budget, you can get them nice and cheap or you can pay plenty, for the Shimano upper range, but there's a broad range in most of your tackle shops, like BCF, pop in there, you can get a rod and reel combo for under 100 or you can pay, up near 1,000. But I think if you're starting out, even I've fished for many, many years, I love the spin reels. They put the line onto the reel for you, they're very accurate to cast, and depending on what you're fishing for, depends on what size reel. So the smaller the number, 2,000, the smaller the reel, right up to an 8,000, 12,000, up to your 20,000 reel. So you need to match your reels with the right poundage of line. So a little 2,000 or 4,000 reel, you only want 5-10 kilo, and that's for inshore chasing your flathead or your whiting. Whereas if you're heading offshore and chasing a couple of big offshore fish, 10,000, 20,000, up and around that 25 to 30 kilo line. For me these days, I've been lucky enough in my job on hosting Creek to Coast to do all styles of fishing. But for me now, I'm really enjoying the light line stuff. I'm enjoying the beach fishing here. I'm enjoying casting for tuna, big tuna with 8 and 10 kilo line only, chasing those big fish. But I've got to say also, a big part are your sunnies. Not only do they take the glare out of the water, especially when we're doing a lot of sight fishing, also act as protect from lures and hooks, etc., etc. So hopefully I've answered a couple of questions for you there. As I said, get into the local store, get into your local BCF, get yourself a pair of Stingray eyewear, and hopefully you'll be bending rods with me.